What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here to talk about that Gintama awesome sauce. Super excited for this week's chapter, man. With the current arc that we're in, or the little current stuff with the time skip that we're currently in, man, is absolutely insane. Last week, it wasn't until after I did the reaction that I realized that we were actually getting trolled, and I was like, bro, what is happening in this manga right now? This is ultimate Gintama trolling, man. And then half the chapter is extremely emotional. The other half of the chapter is like, this is classic Gintama here, man. But I can't get over the stuff with Kondo and the gorilla, bro, because I want Kondo and Mota to be together, man. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Let's get into it. Sirachi's insane. So let's read some Gintama awesome stuff. Before I got on here, I was listening to Hanaichi Monmei. Toku, I don't know if you guys have ever if you guys are sub to that channel or not. It does drum covers for a lot of anime openings and endings, and he released one yesterday for Hanaichi Monmei, and I was like, yes, greatness. Or was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember, but I was like, yeah. So now I have a full version of the song, man. There's awesome drums in the back, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to that from now on. And the full version is really, really nice as well. But let's get right into the greatness, man. Here we go. It's like every single week I have to prepare myself for the legit the unknown when it comes to Sirachi, especially right now. The phenomenon often seen in manga nowadays when the series is nearing its final chapters, the characters in the manga start to form couples. What is a final fantasy? Who is this that has appeared before Shinpachi? Lesson 671, Revolutionary. I finally found you, bro. Who is this girl? I've been looking for you for so long. I've so wanted to meet you. Daddy? Of course! It's happened. Look at Shinpachi's face. Shinpachi's like, he's shook. The Final Fantasy has bared its fangs at me! And you see the snake over here, dude. My god, Shinpachi, it could not be you. Yo, Shinpachi's the new no pull-out guy, bro. He's like, yeah. He's the new pull-out guy, bro. No, don't jump into any conclusions. What to say, son? No, you got it all wrong, Catherine's son. What do I have wrong? At some point in time when no one was paying attention, you changed your hairstyle to look more attractive. What's going on? Now it has nothing to do with my hairstyle. You suddenly have grown up in those 2 years that the readers weren't watching, haven't you? But you did what you did, so you're going to have to take responsibility. No! I don't know anything about. This is a trap. The Final Fantasy is trying to ensnare me. Do not try to act dumb. You were the only one doing any ensnaring. And if anything like that did happen in the past 2 years, it would be really weird for the child to be this big already, right? Weird? Daddy, is it because I'm weird that you can't be my daddy? No, that's not what I meant. Wait, no, I guess it is what I meant. Shinpachi was trying to be sympathetic with her for a second because he's over here, with tear-drooping eyes, but he's like, I don't know if this is my daughter or not. You're just despicable. Not only did you change your whole image when nobody was looking, but you're even making children cry? No, that's not what. Then let us see some proof. If you will go as far to deny it, then you must have some way to prove your innocence. Well, you see, I knew this guy was guilty. I'm a virgin. There's the proof. There is the proof. You can't get any better proof than that. Because there is no possible way that it can be as if he's never done it, yo. My boy straight looks to the side, man, really hard to admit. He's like, yeah, that's the facts. That's the facts, man. It's the way Sirachi drew this panel. He's a sicko. In these 2 years, I shifted the part of my hair over little by little to change my image without anybody noticing. But my lower half still has a buzz cut and is drinking Ramen at the name of a buzz cut. A buzz cut, dude. And they're drinking Ramen at the neighborhood candy store. Yeah, we know. Then why'd you have to make me say it? They were like, yeah, we know. They're just douchebags at this time, bro. We just got annoyed that you are acting like you grew up in those 2 years and part of your hair like that, but just by being a cherry. A cherry, bro. And you don't have to make me say it? Yeah, I had to make it in a buzz cut too, damn it. Mama, they said that man is a cherry. Hey, now look what we went and made that kid wear. Hey, mommy, what's a cherry? Can cherries not be daddies? Well, a cherry is a being that has abandoned the primary directive of an organism, which is to procreate. In other words, a piece of junk. Make sure to add that to your data, okay? No way. Make sure to add that to your data. It can't be. It can't be, bro. Yes! Tama! Yo, that's it. That's it. Sriracha wins. Sriracha wins. Sriracha wins. Sriracha wins, baby. Sriracha. Let's go. Tama's alive post time skip, bro. She's out here in like swimwear. Yes. Tama's alive. Now I really, really, really hope this is not a huge troll. This whole thing is not a big troll job. That it's not just Jinpachi dreaming. Please, now that Tama's here, please, let this be factual. At least semi. Let it be Gintama factual, which is never 100% factual, but it's semi-factual. Tama, man, so happy to see you in the manga. Yes. And like I've told you over and over, this isn't your mommy, she's you. You. Huh? And like I've told you over and over, is that why she looked at Jinpachi as her daddy? Yo, going all the way back to that arc. That makes sense. So Tama was reborn as this child. And that's why she knows Jinpachi is her daddy. Going all the way back to no way. Yo, Sriracha greatness. Going all the way back to the Fuyo arc. Wow, that's just computed in my head. It technically is. He technically is. Again, technically, right? I mean, technically, Gengai is really the father, but still. Man, yo, Kentucky over here too, bro. But I'm just so happy to see Tama. So Tama was reborn as this child. And look, I've told you this, Mom, she's you, understood. Tama-san, Ken-san. In the 2 years since then, man, yo, they just finished doing this episode in the anime, man. It broke me again, bro. Like, that chapter made me drop the manga for a while, man, because I love Tama. Like, Tama's one of my favorite characters, bro. So when I saw that, man, I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm done for a while. My heart can't take this anymore. Most of the machines that turn into hunks of junk in order to protect this planet have been repaired and returned to normal. But no matter how I try to fix her, that one just won't open her eyes. She's an irregular robot that was originally made. That was originally made by that genius Hayashi Ryuzen. Even with all my skill, there are still probably parts of her I can't entirely understand. So Tama, he can't fix Tama. If I were to describe the problem, I would say that there may be an invisible screw that my screwdriver can't reach, and that logic won't extend to. So what about the kid then? Is the kid what he was able to scrounge up out of her parts? Because it seems like Tama's in a she's not really dead. She's just in a comatose state. Even though she's a robot, to us humans, we see it as a comatose type of state. Because he can't wake her up, but we see her body here. She is obviously not dead because she's a robot. She's just in a comatose state. But at the same time, he had a little kid, and Kentucky says that is her. So did Gengai use like the best parts, or certain parts from Tama to create her? So she's kind of a different build from us machines built by a boorish old man. Back then, she took as much of the burden on herself as she could in order to keep the damage done to us machines as minimal as possible. Otherwise, forget being pieces of junk. We'd be piled with metallic cinders. Tama greatness. Compared to her, we're a bunch of poorly put together plastic models. She's not the kind of thing you can fix by the turn of a screw. While we were pondering if there was anything we could do, we came up with this little one. Fuyo Unit 01 Mini. We call her Tamako. So basically, this is like a mini Tama, is what it is. It's a mini Tama, but I still believe that the old Tama will eventually get there, man. I do believe that the original Tama will keep her promise to meet them once again. When the Yodozuya returns together, that is when we will see the old Tama again, bro. Promise that, man. Fuyo Unit 01 Mini. We call her Tamako. Man, yo, but Tama, man. She took all that burden on herself in order to keep the damage done to everyone else so everyone else could get repaired. But she alone would not, man. Tama flipping greatness, bro. Reading that panel right there makes that chapter even more significant than it already was to me. Greatness, man. We placed oh, there we go. We placed a copy of Tama inside her. Of course, we don't have the ability to copy all of Tama, but because she's been formatted, she doesn't have any memories, so her data is full of holes. But we can't bring ourselves to just let this one sleep. So we wanted to get whatever out, even if it was a copy of or whatever. We wanted to show her the Edo she protected. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. That's why Tamako was born. While Tama is sleeping, she'll be Tama's eyes. Someday when she wakes up, what Tamako has seen will become what Tama has seen. Wow, Gengai, man, he's a genius. It would be unfair for her to be the only one not having any memories from all that time. Well, I wish you just said so to begin with. She mistook who I was and was calling me daddy or something. That's not necessarily incorrect. Exactly! Tama the machine was mad by Ryuzen. But Tama the friend was made here with you all. That's a shoot. That's factual. I have no idea what screw Tama's missing right now, but if that noisy bunch were here in Edo now. The noisy bunch. The Yodozuya. I'm telling you, when the family gets back together, that's when she comes back. That's when she comes back. Why do you think out of all of the characters in the Gintama movie, Tama herself was the one that came back to go retrieve Gin? The Tama herself was the one that went to go retrieve Gin in order to save what has become of the future. So only the Yodozuya can do it, but only the Yodozuya can fix it, man. She might actually wake up being unable to sleep with all the ruckus. Facts. 100% facts. Gengai-san, I know. They're not here in Edo anymore. And even if they were, something as convenient as that probably wouldn't happen. But still, we're lucky in this city of Edo. There is still someone who will solve whatever trouble you might have. A Yodozuya. Shinpachi, man. See, now that right there, when you read something like that, it makes you believe that none of this is really a dream. That this is all factually happening. You know, this is all a shoot. It's just classic Gintama, man. Greatness. So in the end, it's like I really did suddenly have a kid. So what exactly did Genstein want me to do? While Fuyu Unit 01 is sleeping, you are to gather as much data for me as possible. When Unit 01 awakens, that data will be restored into her memory. To summarize, show me lots of different things, Daddy-sama. Daddy-sama! Could we nix the daddy thing? Also, you really do talk like Tama-san, don't you? My apologies for earlier. That was a plan to leech off you to get oil to eat for free. It was Kintoki-sama's suggestion, but it would seem that the nobleman's illegitimate child plan would not work on you, Cherry-sama. Oh, well, you're not gonna have the cherry stuff, and I can't believe they did all just to save some money on their oil bill. But he told me you would definitely take me in. He said because the Yodozuya is a bunch of perverts that always have a little girl with it. With Kagura. What the hell does that guy think of us? It is quite strange when everyone talks about the Yodozuya. Even when they're disparaging, they sound somewhat lonesome. I heard that you broke up, but please give me data as to why. How about you add this to your data? Don't ask such blunt questions to people you only just met. Then would you please give me data on the chances of the Yodozuya reforming? Did you not hear what I just said? None, probably. Why is that? Because everyone had things they needed to do. So did all the others leave here because they had something they had to do besides being Yodozuya. And the reason you stayed was because you did not have anything besides being a Yodozuya that you needed to do, Shinpachi-sama? Yo, he actually called her Shinpachi-sama. So you knew it was serious. From Daddy-sama to Cherry-sama to Shinpachi-sama. That's how you know that it was serious, dog. Shinpachi, the ball's in your court. Is there anything you want to do? Oh, good. Yeah, there was. I wanted to help out with a store in the city. I had to train myself in the sword. To keep active in Ozu-chan's Imperial Guard. And I want to restore my father's dojo. So you're saving that for last, huh? That sure is a lot, ain't it? Yeah. So I'll be okay. Yo, going back to the beginning of the series. To restore his dad's dojo, man. You saving that for last, huh? That sure is a lot, ain't it? Go ahead. Go do what you need to do. And you see that Shin and Pachi is the only one smiling. Gin has a serious expression, Kagura has a serious expression, but it's not showing their eyes. Yo, man, Gintama, bro. I had lots of things I both had to and wanted to do. I thought I did, but why am I still doing things like this? Listen, bro, I had lots of things I both had to do and wanted to do. I thought I did, but why am I still doing things like this? It's the way you are, bro. Ah, you there, hold up. Pardon me. The Shinsenkumi. Can I talk to you for a minute? Are you two siblings? No. Are you father and daughter? That's not it, is it? Oh, well, we're sort of friends, I guess. With that big a difference in ages? I'm being questioned by the police just for walking around with a little kid? I'm sorry, supervision has been very strict since the new government formed. Just for regulations, would you mind blowing into this a bit? But I haven't been drinking. And we'd like to see some identification, please. I'm sorry, but the thing is, this girl is actually a robot girl. I'm just sort of temporarily taking care of her. No, the hallucinogenic symptoms seem to be progressing quite a bit. Yes, no doubt about it, this guy's using... How much exactly am I being suspected of? You're past the specified value. I've really been drinking, and I understand when you get past it means you're ever... Now, this is classic Gintama. This is classic Gintama doing these classic gags right here, man. Even at a time like this. What kind of examination is this exactly? You can tell the power level of my lower half by me breathing. Over the age of 18, going around with a small girl you're not related to. 1:20 p.m. Arrested for unlawful possession of pedophilia. You guys are trolls, man. Hey, wait! You're so heavy-handed. Are you police? You're not serious, are you? Someone help, please wait! What are you people doing? Do you know who that is? Director, Donald. Director. No, bro. Is it who I think it is? That is one of the heroes to save this country. That's not someone you newcomers can judge. Is that Nobume? No. That's gonna do, bro. That's her. That's Nobume. Did she just hit Ichinbachi? Nobume. Yo, and Nobume's looking nice. So she's the director. Oh, I just stepped on something. Holy crap. I probably broke it, but freaking Tom, I'll do it. Dude, look at Nobume. She's looking fresh. Look at the getup, man. The belt right here. You got the outfit going on here. The collar popping. It's kind of like her old design, but she looks beast. My love, Nobume. Oh, that's awesome. She classic Nobume. She herself tells everybody to back off. And then she herself goes into like swimmer, grabs her blade, and puts it right up the Shinpachi. That's not classic Nobume. I don't know what is, man. Will this end in seppuku? Or will it end with you being cut down by me, director of police, my Nobume? Make a decision, pedophile hero. Oh, Nobume, man. Director Nobume. Silva's gonna mark out when he sees this. Well, while we've arrived at a new era, Edo is still bound by some old customs. First on that list is the low social status of women. In this upcoming era, I want to make a society of people that can each flourish on their own, so much that the women aren't beat out by the men. Yo, Soyo! She looks much older. Well, of course, I mean, 2 years have passed, but yo, she legit looks much older here. So she's grown a lot. I mean, of course, like we saw how much she's mentally grown back in Silver Soul, but man, like, fully, both mentally and physically grown here. So awesome to see her, man, because, you know, you feel for her family, you feel for the way that she is, after everything that they went through, man. You were so close to that family. And most of all, it takes at least that much resolve for a girl like me to run this country while contending with crafty political enemies. No way. She's running the country? She's running the country with the ideals of Nob Nob and Shige Shige. I love it. I love it. Oh man, most what it takes to at least that much resolve for a girl like me to run this country while contending with crafty political enemies. So yo, man, I support you 100%. This chapter has been amazing, man. Nobume-san is a symbol of such women. As the first female director of the police, she has been handed the task of strengthening the foundation of our new era. I'm going to sweep away all of the powers and violence used to oppress women, in order to pave the way for a world where everyone can be free. What do you think, Shinpachi-san? The new government's police sure seem reliable, don't they? Soyohime, mind if I ask a question? Is there no police in the new government that'll sweep away powers and violence that oppresses men? I kind of want to call 110 right now. I'm not totally sure I understand what you mean. Look at me as an obvious natural sadist. I got treated like a pedo and arrested just for walking around with a little girl. Please do something. You were arrested? I think there must be some mistake. We have no jails for putting pedophiles in. Disposing of the criminal immediately after arrest is the law of the new government. Yo, Nobume's a sicko. She's like, yeah, no, screw putting him in jail. I'm gonna kill him. She's like, I'm just gonna shoot too. Nobume, man. I heard about the circumstances from Tamako. As an apology, we requested we clean the windows. What kind of law is that? I'm undergoing this punishment as an apology, you bastards. There's no future for the man in this country anymore. So this is the Edo that Unit 101 protected. I will add it to my data. Hey, don't show Tama-san stuff like this. And anyhow, Nobume-san, are you really cut out for a job like the director of police? She's out here smoking a cigar, man, like she's a goat, like just, yeah. She has a cigar in hand and the donuts down there on the side, like she's caught a curry, son. I have no interest in power, but it's not. This is an awesome panel. I gotta save this panel, yo. It's Nobume smoking a cigar with donuts right next to her. That is Nobume to a T. That is Nobume to a flippin' T. That is awesome. Director Nobume, man. But I could not simply abandon the process. I can't wait to play as Nobume Gintama Rumble. You look like you're getting pretty used to the whole power thing to me. We fought through the war and crushed Utsuro's ambitions, but this country has not escaped destruction yet. We're still a weakened country facing pressure from foreign countries, and there's discord with remnants of the former government. If we let our guard down, the country will fall to pieces again, especially if we throw the princess alone into that band of old foxes in the Bakufu. The new country we fought so hard to raise would be snatched away then and there against opponents like them, yes? Being crafty in how you work. Yo, is he? Being crafty in how you work and having a cynical disposition is best. It looks like right here in the back you have the legend himself, Sasaki, just looking over her. So until those foxes settle down, I intend to put up with sitting in this chair despite how uncomfortable it is. Nobume-san, thank you. Nobume greatness. Nobume greatness. How are the Shinsengumi doing? They did so much, I would think it's reasonable for them to be on the course for success, right? I know Kondo-san married a gorilla and resigned, but what about everyone else? A gorilla, bro. I still can't get over that, man. Is that Matsudaira? Matsudaira, bro. It is certainly true that their swords cut open the pathway to a new era, but while a sword that cuts too far is a strength in turbulent times, it's always hated in peaceful times. Lord Matsudaira! It's quite ironic. Though they opened the door to the new era, they were hated by that new era. No, they were thrown away by the fearsome man chosen by that new era. What's this? This is a summary of the measures the new government handed down to the Shinsengumi over the course of a month. Give it a read. Hijikata Toshiro, demotion. Saito Shimaru, resignation. Okita Sogo, seppuku. What? Wait. Hold on, no. This has got to be a troll. Hijikata demotion, Saito Shimaru resignation, but Okita Sogo seppuku? No, that's the one. That's a straw. That is a straw. Sogo would not do that. There's gotta be something else to this. He just suddenly appeared in the world. He expanded his power in the blink of an eye and coolly eliminated his political opponents in a way unlike anything I've ever seen or heard of before. It's not just the era, he changed the government itself. And before we knew it, he was standing there at that podium. Yes, his name is... And here is our first prime minister. Sriracha needs some help, bro. This man needs help. Donald Zurumpskun's me. Donald Zurumpkun's reading. Hey, Sriracha's insane. Sriracha is insane. Katsura Trump, bro. It's not Zurump, it's Katsura. So Katsura became a became a political leader in these 2 years, bro. Katsura, man. This country's... But it's what Shige wanted, bro. It's what Shige wanted. Shige. We all knew that eventually it would be Katsura, man. Just based off of what's going on with Shige, bro. This country's done. Oh, that's the end of the chapter, man. This was just classic Gintama. That's what this chapter was. Classic Gintama. Donald Zurump, bro. Donald Zurump. Oh my gosh, man. I love the fact that Gintama is back in this comedic role between comedic and emotional. I love it, bro. But it just makes sense going back, man. Like that was my theory for a long time, that Katsura would be the one to take over as Shogun at the end of the series. So to see Katsura in this role here is so cool. It's political leader, even though it is a troll, because it's freaking Sriracha. Donald Zurump, yo. Zurump. What a troll, man. But this was a chapter. This was a chapter. I love the explanation for Tama. Going back with the Gengai stuff, you know, with the classic Gintama comedy right there with Shinpachi. But the serious stuff there with Shinpachi, finding out the real reason why he stayed was to reopen his dad's dojo, going all the way back to the first chapter. That Tama will reawaken. That Tama will reawaken. That Tama will reawaken when they return, when they come back together. And the way that everything's looking is that they're going to, is that eventually they will you know, or how should I lost my train of thought. That the way that it looks like it's going so far with this chapter is that this is going to be long, which I'm excited for, because I'm really liking this far. With the whole post time skip stuff, it's just so cool to see every Tuesday. Like, it was so awesome seeing Nobume there, man. Like, her there with the cigar, you know, and the donuts. It's so Nobume. And it's a little bit of Sasaki right there behind her. Soyo, man. Greatness. But that stuff right there with Shinpachi, man, that was some beautiful stuff, yo. That was some beautiful stuff. Where, you know, go ahead and do it, man. You guys have stuff you need to do. I have something I need to do. I can't wait for them to get back together. Yeah, that's gonna be one of the most beautiful chapters ever, dog. I want to rewatch Before You Ever Go to See You again. But I gotta reread that, because now I'm starting to believe that Sriracha's just trolling. Now, like, in terms of certain things. Because what it is that this is what it feels like would happen if a certain event happened. Like, Kiju got taken into demotion, Saito resigning, and So committing seppuku. That sounds like exactly what happened if Katsura actually became this guy, right? But it feels like that's a little bit over-exaggerated. I believe the first two. I don't believe the Sogo seppuku thing, though. Or I believe the seppuku, but as long as it's a troll. As long as it's a troll. And the Kondo's gorilla marriage thing might just be a troll as well. In terms of, like, he actually is with Otai. We won't find out until the end. But this is just classic Gintama right here, man. This is just classic Gintama right here. Yeah, Donald Zurump. I can't get over it, dude. Donald Zurump. This dude is insane. What did he say again? Let me go back. This man said, just in the suddenly for he expanded the power of the Blink of an Eye, coolly eliminates political opponents in a way unlike anything I've ever seen or heard before. It's just, that's the way it happened. It's not just the area, he changed the government itself, and before we knew he was sitting at the podium. Donald Zurump, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is Donald Zurump, aka Katsura. It's not Zurump, it's Katsura. Zurump Janai Katsura da. Can you imagine in the anime, Zurump Janai Katsura da? Trolls, man. But I'm loving this arc so much. It's just the classic Gintama feel, man, with the feels, the emotions, how much you love these characters, and you get hit with the trollish moments. It's just, I couldn't ask for anything better out of like the final chapters of Gintama, man. Loving these chapters so much. Shinpachi stuff was great. Let me see, Nobume's appearance was so beast. She looks so awesome. Let me go back a little bit. Up to... over here to Shinpachi. I love whenever she was asking Shinpachi. Oh man, dude, in the flashbacks, man. Why am I still doing things like this? And then whenever they said what they said, like, right here. Where is it? Oh, right here, right here. I have no idea what screw Tama's missing right now, but if that noisy bunch were here in Edo, she might actually wake up being unable to sleep with all the ruckus. That was a beautiful line, man. That was a beautiful line. This chapter was awesome. So much great comedy, so much beautiful stuff, great characters. Donald Surampia. Katsura greatness, man. I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. This arc right now is so much fun to go through, man. Like, this is one of the most fun. This is some of the most fun I've ever had reading a manga weekly. Yo, like, it's fantastic, man. It's fantastic. Shout out to Gotama for putting out that quality greatness. This classic Gotama right here. I will see that in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this chapter and what you think about the direction of the story right now. I think it's fantastic, man. I couldn't have asked for anything better when it comes to the end of Gintama, man. Greatness. I'll see y'all next time. Gotama, awesome sauce.